like the sun. Now my heart, you just burn. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's to your boy, the Z, the E, the X to the ZY. ZeXzy. And I'm chilling right here, bringing you this live stream again in Maple Grove Media Production. My people, how are they? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're doing good. Yet another TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, I hope you guys are having a great time kicking off this beautiful summer weekend. It's very sunny outside. Soon I'm going to have to go take a little vitamin D, get some sunlight and just kick it with the homies and just have a great time. I always like it when the day is bright and sunny. I don't like gloomy days. Even though I always like to bring the sunshine wherever I go, but generally I prefer sunny days. Yes. So thank you guys once again for joining this live stream. Don't forget, the album is still coming. Every sound, the most eclectic album in the whole wide world, the most diverse album, with the highest number of genres by far. I know people have gone this route before, but they haven't gone this deep. They've gone this route before, they haven't gone this far. Maple Grove Entertainment, we took this to a whole new level. It's a journey through sound. It's a world tour of sounds. From Africa, we take you guys to South America, and then we're taking you guys into America, and then from America, we're taking you to Europe. I mean, we even touched down in India. So we went across basically all the continents of the world, and it's a project that we are all very proud of at Maple Grove Entertainment. Just the thrill of the chase, the thrill of the entire process it gave us this high that we got addicted to. We just went from track to track to track to track, switching tones, switching genres, and at the end of the day, we found out that we had a masterpiece in our hands, in the form of an album titled Every Sound, a mosaic of music, different backgrounds, different demographics, everything in one album. So there's this segment that I introduced to you guys about a week ago, where we'll be looking at the songs in the album and what motivated that song, like the inspiration behind the song. And this week we'll be looking at a couple of tracks on the album. Last time we did about 3 tracks, and today we'll be doing about 4. So number 5 track on the track list is Defense. So Defense is basically, it's just a song, where I'm flexing and just, having a great time. It's a boisterous song, boastful. Yeah, I decided to be loudmouthed on that one. So the chorus is something like, um, um, you know, your network number stipend, stay on defense. No lose guard with your girlfriend, stay on defense. Yeah, stay on defense. Stay on defense. Cause the money, bow, bow, bow. The energy, the no. Don't flex with me, no. Don't text with me, no. So it's just a song that is, basically talking about, being in the club, and there's this other baller that is, trying to outball me and I'm trying to outball him. And it's just a feel good song, something to get your shoulders, puffed up and everything. Um, and then the next track on the album is Comedy Government. So Comedy Government is a song that, we've already released it as a single, but it's going to be on the album. And on that song, I was just basically talking about how funny it is, the way government runs its business, right? Um, the fact that governments, people in government just come up with different excuses why money is being mismanaged, why the people are suffering, and the bourgeoisie class are just living it up. So Comedy Government is a song that I really like. A lot of people like it because of it's kind of reminiscent of the real Afrobeat. Yeah, when I say a real Afrobeat, because a lot of people knew Afrobeat as Fela's type of Afrobeat from the get-go. So that type of conscious music that is talking about the ills of the society, and just the fact that we know that if the government will use our money much more judiciously and not just take it to foreign lands to set up businesses, um, Nigeria would actually be heaven on earth. So it's a song that is close to my heart because I like to speak on social issues. I like to talk about what's happening, and try to put some light on those gray areas that the government doesn't want people to talk about or doesn't want people to see. So that's basically why I did that song. And Comedy Government is also linked to the next track on the album, which is Government Feast. So Government Feast is more of me expatiating on what I was talking about in Comedy Government, because on Government Feast I was much more into government spending. There's a part there where I say, I sort of feeling 7 billion, and now with the 077 trillion. I'm crazy and I'm going on a big rant. So living should be shaking them to their pants. Government fistio, government fistio. Then they give the people gistio, or they force them take the gistio. So Government Feast is also a song that the instrumentation is so beautiful. The saxophonist was he was killing it with the pa-pa-da, 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 pa-pa, ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da. So it was a song where I had to go into the Fela spirit to really, pass the message in a very raw form, in a very unadulterated form. Because The state house cannot be spending so much on feeding and frivolities while the people are asking for higher minimum wage. As at when we did that song, Nigeria had we were actually owing to the tune of 77 trillion. And that's why I said, I saw rock feeding 7 billion, and now we do 7 trillion. And from when that song was dropped till now, last I heard, the the money that is being owed now is up to 130 trillion, which is a whole lot of money. But then you don't really see where this money is going. And then even with the oil that Nigeria has, one of the countries that is blessed with the highest amount of crude oil in the world. But yet you look at the countries who are judiciously using their oil reserves, and you see the difference in the development. So those are songs that are very close to my heart. They are not necessarily commercial songs, but I had to go there because if an album is a snapshot of your life per time, and you're just only talking about luxury, and there's the beautiful side of Nigeria, the affluent side, and the side that where you have the bourgeoisies and those who have the money, but there's also the slums. There is also the downtrodden and people who need better source of livelihood. And it's disheartening to know that our government doesn't seem to care about those people. So those are conscious songs that are very, very dear to me, because I can't talk about all of the beautiful things, love, and all of those things, and not also talk about the plight of the downtrodden of the society. I mean, later in life, I intend going into charity, setting up orphanages, both home and abroad, building resorts that even underprivileged children can come to for free, and also have a taste of what the rich are enjoying. So for me, I want to. I don't really want to leave a legacy of someone who just talked about the good things in life. I also want to have that legacy of someone who was able to shine a light on the ills of society, and hoping that it becomes gospel to those who need to hear it. Elections are coming soon in Nigeria, although it's still about 2 years away, but politicking has begun. People are throwing their hats in the ring. So, I mean, I usually don't stand on the sideline. I'm very partisan. I like to take sides with whoever I think is best for the country. Yeah, even if it's the underdog, I'll go with him. And I'll be ready to stake my last dime. Because if Nigeria can get it right, the whole of Africa can get it right. There is just too much potential in Nigeria in terms of human and mineral resources, and it's just too sad that we've had independence for more than 60 years, and here we are still not getting a lot of things right. So the right questions need to be asked, and hopefully the right answers will come. So the next track on the album After Government Feast is Amapiano. So Amapiano is also a single that is out, but it's going to be on the album. Amapiano has made its rounds. It's a song that it already describes itself as an Amapiano song, and has the nice log drums, and it's a danceable song. I featured a Kenyan on that song, Sofiya Nzau, shout out to you. And And it's good to know that she's doing very well in Kenya now and all over the world. So we're very proud of her and her achievements. So danceable music, something to vibe to. You're in a club, you're with your friends. I've seen videos of people doing choreography to the song, and it just takes me back to when we made the song in the studio. That beat actually was meant for. I went to my manager's house in Nigeria, and then he had a living producer with him, and first I was working on the beat. The beat was so beautiful. I had actually proposed that beat for the Every Sound song, and it was working at the time, but then there's this other friend of ours that also works with us, and he just picked up the microphone and he knew that I had a song, you know, titled Amapiano. So he started singing a song on the beat. And I was like, man, the way you're singing the song on this beat, I think it's gonna work. Why don't we try? So I picked up the microphone and I started singing the song on the beat, and that was how we just made that music. And trust me, we didn't. It was supposed to just be like a trial, but that trial is what we have today as the Amapiano song, because the spirit was in action. I was inspired. I was in the mood, and I recorded right away. And that's one of the beautiful thing about having a studio to yourself. Um, you pretty much record when you want to record, and if you're in the mood. There are times I remember then when I used to have to go to the studio to be able to record. Um, Sometimes the day you've booked a session, your voice may be terrible. You probably woke up on the wrong side of your bed, and your voice is not just it's not just sounding right. But then you've already locked in the time, and you have to use the studio session. Um, but thank God, um, we had a studio to ourselves, and we could always do whatever we needed to do. So that's how we came about Amapiano. My manager felt like, an East African artist was going to work well with the song. I wasn't aware. He went ahead and looked for her. She was already on the song when I heard that I needed to hear something, and I heard it. I was like, wow, this is dope, because she just took the verse and she killed it. Um, I was very proud of what we eventually came up with Amapiano. So yes, those are the songs we're looking at today on the track list for Every Sound. As you can see, the first three songs were Afrobeats, and this last one was an Amapiano song. So we looked at four songs: Defense, we've looked at Comedy Government, we've looked at Government Fees, and now we just looked at Amapiano. So three Afrobeat songs and one Amapiano song. So that's the taste of what you're gonna find in the Every Sound album. It's just gonna be from one genre to another genre, from one tone of voice to another tone of voice. Because I mean, sometimes it's not the tone of voice you use for a song like Comedy Government that you want to use for a song like Amapiano. Like Comedy Government and Government Fist had about the same tone, same texture of voice, because I wanted to sound aggressive on that song. I wanted to sound angry, like Government Fist, yo, worry, Government Fist, yo, then they give the people just, yo, you know. Um, so most times the tone of the voice, the texture of the voice depends on the kind of emotion I'm trying to evoke um, in whoever is listening. So all of that played into this album. A lot of psychological work, a lot of texture, tone changing, and genre changing across board. So Every Sound is an album that you all need to listen to. It's a beautiful album. Trust me, a mosaic of different cultures, sounds, backgrounds. and everything that makes us human. So I thank you guys for joining the live stream today. Don't forget the album is still slated to drop August 15, 2025. Every sound, the most eclectic album in the world. So better mark that date on your calendar. Let's run up the numbers. Let's stream the entire album, and we're going to be doing a game of tones where you get to choose um, your preferred genre in the album, your preferred song. You're going to tell us why you like it, and if possible, I'll be going live on TikTok, on YouTube, and have people call in and sing the song and and then the song that they like in the album, and then we just kick it and talk about it. So thank God it's Friday. You guys enjoy yourself. Have a lovely weekend. And don't forget, this is a Maple Grove Media production. The man behind the scenes is Jamie Thiessen, pushing all the buttons and making sure that this production goes smoothly. So until I see you guys again, it's still the Z, the E, the X to the ZY. ZeXzy. Peace. I'm out.